My name is Pooja Choudhary and I'm originally from India, and I was pursuing my Masters of Community Planning here at PIU.
When I heard I've received the scholarship, I was over the top. Like it was it. I knew it would happen, but I didn't know because anything could happen. So I was super happy. But that it has taken a huge burden off me. Now I don't have to work full time. I have some money in so I can focus on my project. So it was I was happy about it, and I was thankful that I could be considered because I had never anticipated I'm going to have something like that. So it's been a blessing to me, and I thank all the funders for this opportunity.
I was really stunned when I hear about the QES scholarship, and I was like, okay. I could not believe my eyes. I was like, I could get that. And I know it was like around midnight back at my home country, and I just called my mother and I was like, I got the scholarship. And I was super happy that day. The QES project is very important to me. It's really important because it's tied to my research project as well, the master's thesis which I was working on. And it's important because my topic was based on a very practical theme in the planning industry, and I believe that had the potential of helping public as well as the private sector in streamlining their development approvals process. And I believe that would be a very concrete step towards the housing affordability problem to address that, and that we all know that's a very important issue in BC, which is worsening every year, and it's also in all over Canada.
And so it's actually deepening my principle of seeing the world not just as an African, but as a global citizen.
Where I'm from, India, we are more family-oriented people. We like living in large families. I myself is from a joint family, so like we are 3 families living together. So it's like definitely a big difference coming from a city, and I'm from Delhi, and that's a really crowded city in a good way. But then coming here, and it's like it's so quiet. It's nice to be in a quiet and calm place, but then when you come suddenly from a different country, it's a shock. It's definitely a shock.
I wouldn't call it cultural shock, but I rather interpret as the fact that it's different from Ghana, and that people are more self-centered, and therefore that kind of interaction, everyday social interaction that I have in Ghana, I didn't have it here. So it was challenging for me, and I had actually anticipated it. It wasn't new that maybe I haven't read about it. I knew about it, just that it's so different. Yes.
I also love the enthusiasm around Christmas and Halloween. That's totally crazy and different. That's not what I see in my home country, and I really, really like that. I would definitely say I have a lot of lovely memories here at VIU, but the top of my list would be my class with Dr. Pamela Shaw, Director of Master of Community Planning. She is one hell of a person. And the energy, the aura, the enthusiasm she brings to class is the one reason I loved coming to her class. And I believe that's really important in teaching industry, and even if you're a professional, because that teaches you how to captivate your audience.
When I first started my thesis, at some point I felt that nobody wanted, my topic, which was more on international military tourism. But the fact that I was able to convince my professor through the process, and then she said that, now Fynn, you've convinced me to believe that volunteer tourism can be used in a better way to shape the life of those who are in poverty. And so that was one of my moments that I was able to convince my professor, who knows a lot about that, having been to Ghana, and now someone who has lived the experience as a practitioner, and be able to convince her. My other moment was when I got a scholarship, because it was something that, as I said, I didn't dream of having, and so those are the moments that I will take with me when I leave here.
My advice to the international students would be that you should focus and research about the different studies that are going on internationally, because that gives you an idea of what's happening around the world. And then every country has their own different ways of coping and the problems. There are certain problems which are common, and that could be benefit, and you can benefit from learning from other countries what they're actually doing. And then certain problems are very local contextual, so you can go with the specific programs or the specific ministries or the bodies, organizations which are working towards them. So I would definitely advise to just learn and read and read and read, because that definitely gives you a very strong foundation of what you're actually trying to say or actually trying to research about.
And they should join, they should not just focus on just the class or the academic work, but they should do more, they should volunteer, they should serve the community, the university community and the community outside. And that is what I think will make them a better global citizen. Not just be an international student and you focus on academics. I believe that I haven't done that has given me this opportunity. And I will pray that whoever comes or those other new international students will focus on some of these activities as well.
What's next for me? I'm definitely gonna take a break from this 2-year roller coaster ride, and I'm gonna apply. I am still applying for jobs in my passionate field, that's my sustainability and environment.
Be able to pursue probably PhD as a result of that, and I believe that that scholarship will help me to be more acceptable, to other people, because knowing that it takes a lot of hard work to get this. It doesn't come easy, and there's a lot that you have to go through to get that. And the fact that I've been noticed is something that inspires me, and hopefully I'll be able to do more.
My final thoughts for QES scholarship would be that I am really, really grateful for the committee that selected me for this wonderful experience. I have met so many wonderful souls. They're like super intelligent, super focused, and it actually tells you so many things for your life. You have built so many connections, the network that's gonna go with you your lifelong.
All of them, even though they seem to be different, but they are all connected. And I believe that they are great teams that have been chosen for this specific year, and that the QES is focusing on. I'm intrigued to see how we're going to achieve those teams. And as I said, I'm going to continue to pursue them throughout my life. And they fit into what I want to do. And I believe that it will not end. I'll come back, contribute hopefully to QES and beyond that.